Bringing you the latest news from Bucks County, this is the Courier Times Update with Rachel Cannelli.
This Courier Times Update is brought to you by St. Mary Medical Center in Langhorne, PA. It's your health. Expect more. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Rachel Cannelli reporting from the Courier Times newsroom with your news update for Monday, April 15th. A Falls man shot himself in the chest last night after a brief negotiation with police. Police were called to the home of the unidentified man on Coventry Road in the township's Fairless Hills section after receiving a report for a distraught man. A police negotiator made phone contact with the man, but a short while after, police heard a gunshot. The man then walked outside and collapsed. Reporter Danny Adler tells us he was taken to the hospital, but his condition was not known. We're working on getting more details, so stick with BucksCountyCourierTimes.com for updates. Ben Salem police have arrested 2 Trenton men after seizing more than 1,200 small bags of suspected heroin during a traffic stop on Route 1 near Old Lincoln Highway. Omar Algamer and Devon Craig are being charged with felony possession with intent to deliver. Police initially pulled over the pair's black Infiniti because it didn't have proper tags, the windows were heavily tinted, and the driver's side brake light didn't work. The bags have been placed into evidence and sent to Bucks County's crime lab for analysis. Reporter Danny Adler will have the latest on this story on our website. Bristol Township Police are looking for your help in identifying a man whose body was found by a boater in the Delaware River over the weekend. Investigators believe the man was at least 40 years old. He was wearing blue jeans, a white Phillies t-shirt, and a blue hooded sweatshirt. He was found behind the Dow chemical plant, and reports suggest the body had been in the water for quite some time. An autopsy is scheduled for this afternoon.
The body of a probably mid-30s to 60s white male washed up ashore on the Pennsylvania side of the Delaware River in the Croydon area by the Superfund site in Croydon.
Police also say there doesn't appear to be foul play and the man may have drowned. Anyone with information is asked to call Bristol Township Police at 215-785-4040. Reporters Danny Adler and George Matar have more information in a story online. A Bristol Township family has been displaced after a fire Sunday morning damaged their home. No one was injured in the blaze on Gingerbush Road in the Golden Ridge section of Levittown. Officials say a neighbor out for a morning walk saw the fire and alerted the 2 adults and 3 children who were inside. The American Red Cross is helping the family with money for food and clothing. Reporter Danny Adler tells us in a story at BucksCountyCourierTimes.com that the fire remains under investigation. It's the second fire in the same neighborhood in less than a week. For our Bucks County weather, it's still mild enough for your spring clothes, but we're seeing clouds today with a high near 61. The clouds will continue tonight with a low around 47. Tomorrow will be even warmer, but make sure you bring an umbrella with you on your commute because there's a chance of rain and thunderstorms with a high near 73. When we come back, Chuck Thomas, host of our food show Eat This, will be stopping by to talk about a place that's been serving unique hot dogs for more than 70 years. You won't want to miss it.
Emergencies can be frightening, but now there's a whole new way to treat them. Fast. St. Mary's Emergency Department is designed to treat in minutes, not hours. Immediate assessment. Smarter, faster flow. Care that comes to you. Experts in heart, stroke, trauma, orthopedics, and pediatrics. The speed emergencies need. St. Mary Medical Center. It's your health. Expect more. Visit stmaryhealthcare.org.
Our video reporter Chuck Thomas is here in the newsroom with us to tell us about a first for him, trying pepper hash as a hot dog topping at Lenny's in Feasterville. Chuck, thanks for joining us. So tell us how it was.
I'll tell you what, the Eat This crew did head out into Bucks County and we visited a little place that, puts pepper hash and fish cakes on top of hot dogs. As a guy from Chicago, growing up eating Chicago-style hot dogs, I wasn't quite sure about these unusual toppings, but I quickly learned why locals have been enjoying them on their hot dogs since 1935.
Wow. Well, thanks again for coming in. Let's take a look and see how the taste test went.
This is Wayne Knapp, the owner of Lenny's Hot Dogs for the past 25 years. They did a couple of things for sure that are unique to hot dogs and hot dogs in Philadelphia area. And what are those 2 ingredients, Wayne?
Most important, I guess, is the sweet pepper hash we make. It's our homemade relish. Can't get it anywhere else.
Mustard, pepper, hash, and cheese.
Good combination.
Yeah, it is a good combination. It's calling my name, and it's appropriately titled the Bucks County Dog. So I'm going to give this a try. This is the first time I've ever had sweet pepper hash, so I'm looking forward to this. That's very good. The cheese and mustard come through. The pepper hash, really nice, because it doesn't taste like coleslaw. It looks a little bit like coleslaw, but it's not. It's sweet. It works well with the mustard. A very good hot dog. I can see why this is such a great tradition around Philadelphia. And Wayne, thanks for keeping it alive.
You can follow Chuck's food adventures at buckscountycouriertimes.com. In sports, a Council Rock North graduate is the top overall finisher in Sunday's 4th annual Bucks County Half Marathon at Tyler State Park. Our video reporter Jen Wielgus was there and talked to the Newtown native about completing the very hilly 13.1-mile course in 1 hour and 23 minutes after winning last year's race in 1 hour, 22 minutes and 20 seconds.
A total of 583 runners competed in the race, which is now in its 4th year.
I didn't beat my last year's time, but you know, that happens. I don't always train for these, so it's just kind of like luck of the draw. I grew up here, so I ran, when I was a high school freshman, I ran with the cross country team in this park, and I was out of shape and I didn't run very much, so it was awful training in this park. And then since I go to college in Philadelphia, I come home a lot to visit my parents and just, you know, escape the life of the city, and I always come and run in this park. So I trained a lot in this park for the Philly Marathon, which I've done twice. So that's kind of like how I got myself ready, is I run these hills. They're so hard, it's really ridiculous.
You can see Jen's full report on our website. We will also have all of the action and reaction from the Council Rock North at Ben Salem softball game. CR North's catcher is on the verge of her 100th hit, and the Chamonix faces off against Council Rock South in a boys volleyball match. Photographer Bill Frazier will be covering both games. Now here's a look at what we're working on in the newsroom. Today is tax day, and as millions of Americans rush to mail their tax returns, members of the Better Choices for Pennsylvania Coalition and Penn Action will gather outside the post office in Levittown to speak out against corporate tax loopholes. Reporter Chris English and photographer Chloe Elmer will be covering. The Pennsbury School Board and Teachers Union will be meeting with a state fact finder as part of contract negotiations. Reporter Joan Hellier will take a closer look at what the Pennsbury Education Association is proposing. And finally, Joan will also have a story about the annual McCafferty Memorial Carnival at Shady Brook Farm in Lower Makefield this week. She'll have all the details for you. You can find all of these stories and, of course, updates on your latest local news at buckscountycouriertimes.com. I'm Rachel Cannelli. Thanks for watching and have a good day.